to polish his Oscar. It couldn't have happened to a nicer girl. You please welcome on stage, Glen Hansard!
How's it going?
I am not the type of dog that would leave you waiting for no good reason. Run a carbon black test on my jaw, and you will find it's all been said before. I could swing my megaphone and long on the rest. It's easier and better to dispute it from the chest of desire. I could walk into this room and the waves of conversation are enough to knock you down. In the undertow, I'm so so alone in my life. Feed me banks of light and hang your hair shirt on your lowest rung. It's a beautiful life, and I can hang my hair shirt away up high in the attic of the wrong dog's life chest and bury it at sea. All my life I've searched for this. Now here I am. Here I am. Your life, it's a beautiful life, my life. It's a beautiful life, your life.
Thank you.
That's it. How's it going? It's really nice to be here. So they said play some of your favorite songs, and that's what I'm gonna do. This is a Van Morrison song. If I ventured on the slipstream between the viaducts of your train, will your mobile steel rails crack when the bitch on the back road stops? Would you find me? Would you kiss my eyes, lay me down in the silence? To be born again, to be born again. Oh! On the bright side of the ocean, did I put the wheels in motion? And I'm standing with my arms behind me, and now I'm pushing at your door. Would you find me? Would you kiss my eyes, lay me down in the silence easy to be born again, to be born again. Oh, no! Standing with your look of avarice, tucking a hoodie like Bella, showing them pictures on your wall, darling, stumbling down the hall now. And don't you point that finger at me, no. Don't you point that finger at me, no, 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 no. Hey! Would you find me? Would you kiss my eyes, lay me down in the silence easy to be born again, to be born again, ooh, to be born again. Yeah. Thank you. So. This is a song that my ma used to sing for us, and as early as I can remember getting a bath in the sink, she'd sing this song to us, and I remember learning it for her. When I learned how to play guitar, I was like, "Ma, I learned you a song," and I played her this. What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. While you count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. See, love only breaks up to start over again. You will have your babies, but you won't have your man. While he is busy loving every woman that he can. Oh, yeah. You say I'm gonna leave him 1,000 times a day. Well, it's easier said than done when I just can't break away. No, I just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free and never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Ooh, young hearts, to yourself be true and don't be no fool when love really don't love you. When he don't love you. Well, it's high tide now, you get just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? Well, my mind must be free to learn all I can about me. You know this one? Well, I'm gonna love me for the rest of my days. Encourage the babies every time they say self-preservation's what's really going on today. Oh, yeah. You say I'm gonna bust loose 1,000 times a day. Well, how can I bust loose when I just can't break away? Well, I just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free and never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true and don't be no fool when love really don't love you. When it don't love you. Oh, young heart. Beautiful. My man and me. When he don't love you, ba-ba-da. When he don't love you, ba-ba-da. When he don't love you. Nice one. Beautiful. Great places. So, just going to play one more song for you. Thanks a lot for listening. This is I'm going to ask the Stunning to come out and play with me on this song. Good men. Those boys are working hard tonight. Yeah. All right. Jimmy, come out here.
How are y'all? Hello? Everybody, can you hear me? You ready?
This song's about every day being your best day. Hey, for the sun, for the light, for the ride, for the masters, oh, we come to be kind, to be warm, here and after we've been out. But we're back because we're graced in these matters and we'll ride. And we did a little love, but a sound, to get a little messed up, picking up the rules, for the charm, making up minds, making it last the same. We fool around now and again, we're looking good, but just as free. See it! And this is our day, baby, yeah, and we're not gonna be afraid to shout, 'cause we can make our day last forever. And ain't that what it's all about? Oh, living in our own terrible way. Oh, we get a little love, but a sound, to get a little messed up, picking up the rules, for the charms, I'm making up minds, I'm making it last us, 'cause we live alone, and now we're grown, and we know what we're after, and we'll ride. And we fool around now and again, we're looking good, but just as free. Hey! And this is our and we're not gonna be afraid to shine, 'cause we can make our day last forever. And ain't that what it's all about? And we fool around now and again, we're looking good, just as free. So we have ourselves a break, and when we're done, well then we come to our senses and we'll rise. Oh, then we'll rise. Come on! And this is our day, baby, yeah. Not gonna be afraid to shout, 'cause we can make our day last forever. And ain't that what it's all about? And this is our day, baby, yeah. This is our oh yeah, and this is our yeah, yeah, yeah. One more, even louder. And this is our day, baby, yeah. This is our day, baby, yeah. This is our day, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming and supporting us.
Glen Hansard!
One, two, one, two, one, two. I thought we had lost him. Glen Hansard is coming, he's coming, he's coming. Glen, how are you doing? Jeez, you're a good escape artist. Oh, you had to drop it upstairs, just so it wouldn't get any more damaged as it is already.
Exactly. It's become quite precious, you know, how things, funny how things go from just being a tool to something you kind of care more and more about. So now, when I play a gig, that's the first thing I put off and make sure it's locked down and safe.
Safe and precious. Actually, how old is it?
Well, I bought it. Like when I did the commitments, it was the first proper bit of money I got, and so I bought myself a proper guitar. So that was expensive. I think it was about £1,000 at the time, £1,000. And I've just had it for years and bust with it, and it's just...
Your lucky guitar?
So yeah, exactly. It's a charm. It's a charm.
That might have helped you win that lovely piece of gold statue a few years ago?
Well, it was definitely involved in the process. Yeah, it was in the process.
And tell me, you must be absolutely wrecked. You just finished the Commitments tour, which I'd say was great crack, was it?
It was magic. You know, just those songs. Every song is just brilliant. So as a guitar player, it's a great education to go back to that music and sort of learn your chops again. It's a whole different way of playing for me because I'm a folky, you know, and that stuff's all dun, 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 dun. So you're in a completely different headspace, and I love just being a guitar player and watching Andrew, because Andrew's just so brilliant. He's such an amazing singer, and to watch him sort of go mental on stage, it's nice to be able to sit back and just be like, yeah, no, and sort of I never have that perspective, so I've really enjoyed it, loved it.
And of course, it's the 20th anniversary of the Commitments. Was it nice kind of just to regroup again and kind of revisit old times?
You know, everything's kind of eyes across the stage, whereas this was we rehearsed, and it was great to actually take the songs out again, because a lot of the songs on that record for the Birds we don't do live, so it was interesting revisiting it and trying to figure out the best updated version. You know, loved it. Had a great time.
And do you think you're going to make any new records with the Frames at all in the near future?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that right now I've taken a year off, and ironically I've been busy. I've been very busy this year, but basically took a year out of touring, because I've been touring a lot with the Swell season and touring with the Frames. So took a year off, and been doing lots of other kinds of things that you don't get a chance to do when you're on the road. So this year, I think at some point me and the lads will book ourselves into some kind of house, you know, rent a house down in Kerry or something, and just go in and make dinners and sit around and talk about music and play a bit of music and see what comes of that. That's the, if you know, anything that we do, it has to feel natural. If it feels forced, then nobody wants to be involved, you know.
There's no point to that at all. And then any more movie things in the pipeline, or do you think you'll resurrect your movie career once more?
You know, I've acted now twice, and both times I've had a great time doing it, and both times it's been just a great experience. I'd happily do it again, but I just would only want to do something that I felt there was no one else in the world could do it except me, and I don't really think like that, so I don't really know if that is something that I'll follow through on. But like you say, you leave yourself open in life, and things come your way. And if it feels, if it looks like a green light, then yeah, you go for it. But if it doesn't, you just graciously sort of say thanks, but no thanks. And there's been a lot of that recently. It's great, and I'm very happy for it. But there's been things that have come across the table that I would never have done anyway. Whether I'd been in a band or whether I'd had any success with once, if this thing had come out of the blue, I would have said no anyway. So you have to sort of remember, would I have done this at any point in my life? No, I wouldn't. So no, I won't. So there's been things like that. But so I think you just go with what feels authentic, and that's the one thing you kind of always ask yourself: does this feel? Is this something that I can honestly stand by? And if it isn't, then you just have to walk away.
To stand to your guns, really, don't you? And I was thinking, it's been such a great 20 years, and obviously you'll probably have another 20 years of a great career. If somebody was to play you in a movie, who would it be?
I don't have a fucking clue. Edward Norton.
Edward Norton. in his evil guise, would it be sort of the dark side of Glen Hansard?
American History X mode.
Yeah. You'd have to grow his curls back.
Yeah, he directed too.
And then thanks so much for coming tonight. Obviously, Barretstown great, and you did Vic Christopher's Heyday again, which is just a classic at this stage, isn't it?
That's the one song, yeah. That's the one song. When they basically said just do covers, and I was like, okay, well the first thing I'm doing is Heyday. And then I kind of thought, the REM song. I remember getting that REM song off a girl in school. She gave me a tape, and I was mad about her, and she gave me the song on it, and I remember for the first time in my life crying, listening to music. I was only a young lad, and I had the tape on in the bathroom. I was in the bath, and I loved her, and there's all this kind of tension between us, but nothing was said. And that song, sometimes a song says everything. That song just, and I was whinging, and I was kind of blown away, because young lads don't cry, So I was letting myself it was brilliant. I was letting myself cry, and I was loving it, and. I've cried a few times since, but that was the first, and it was a really important moment for me. And then
it's really good that you still remember that song.
It's very important, and it gave me the courage to go, to go talk to her with some kind of a bit more of a committed sort of emotion,
Listen, it's been so nice catching up with you. As always, it's brilliant. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And on behalf of Barretstown, thanks so very much. The brilliant Glen Hansard, everybody. And now we're going to go back to the stage to Ray Darcy, where he's going to introduce Mick Pyro and the brilliant RTE Concert Orchestra.